Many people say BMW cars all look the same, they're all boring, etc. Perhaps a little understanding of our family is really in order here. And there's two approaches to it. One is to say, we'll make everything different. One time we'll make apples, another time we'll make pears. And that's a market-driven philosophy. For every different kind of market, every different type of need, we'll make a different kind of product. They don't have to relate to each other. Another way is to say, well, actually, we have a single philosophy. It's very deep. It drives us to create every product with the same value system, the same goals. And that's more what BMW is all about. This is a how you can do it. This is a why you can do it philosophy. If I had to name two companies, I'd say this is something that when it goes in this direction, it's what BMW is doing. And when something goes in this direction, well, maybe that's what does. I mean, their cars don't really have a lot of relationship to one another, but that's not as important to them as the single driving philosophy is to us. The other aspect of what our cars are like is how well do they relate to the contents of their technical capabilities. And on that scale, if one were to say this is technical innovation, and on the other side one was to say this is aesthetic innovation, we all know that there's cars out there that somehow, well, they're real stylish, but there's not a whole lot of beef in them. And there's other cars that have a lot of technical content, but you don't see it and you don't understand it. There's even some cars out there that have neither, and they're just boring. But BMWs have always striven to maintain a certain harmony, a certain balance between what is their technical content, their engineering heart, and what is the aesthetic innovation that communicates that. And when these two things run in harmony, balance, that's maybe what BMW is when it's at its best. And I would submit that when we take a product like the 5, for instance, and go along this path, we're not evolving it. This is a progression. And that's the basic difference between perhaps a critical viewpoint of evolution as a dead-end approach and progression as the best approach to remain consistent and honest to the philosophy. But how does this come over on the customer? Well, this is the toughest part of all, because all of this has a lot of work behind it, and all of it comes out in the final product. And that's what I want to show you on. You can't just do this on a piece of paper, on a board. You got to look at the car. So if we go to the car, I think you'll see what I mean. When I talk about harmony, we have consistency. We attempt to bring the family of our cars together with certain styling elements that give a person the knowledge he's dealing with a consistent, deep-rooted philosophical company. And at the same time, we're putting an enormous amount of energy into details that bring across that particular personality of what this car is. On the hand from the E46, the new 3 Series, we think that all the work that's gone into this really beautiful interior and this exterior detailing is what the customer will appreciate as that progression of what he's known to love as a 3 Series into this new world.